Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. I wanted to do a quick video talking about some cool new Blu-rays and DVDs I got recently. The first one I got was from a thrift store. It was, I think, 199, 299, but I got it for $1.50. I think I had like a coupon at the thrift store. AmVets gives out some coupons once in a while. And that is WKRP in Cincinnati, the complete first season. This was like I said, like a dollar or so. This was brand new sealed. I'm a big fan of the old-fashioned comedy shows like this, Taxi, um, Sanford and Son is one of my favorites. Good Times. So just the old-fashioned comedy stuff. Barney Miller I really like a lot actually. Uh, what's his name? Not Paul Newman. Hold on. Bob Newhart. I like Bob Newhart, the Bob Newhart show and Newhart. I like both of them. So yeah, this was pretty cool for $1. I figured I'd pick this up. We don't have cable, so to have extra movies or TV shows is fine. I'm a big Corey Haim fan, as I've mentioned a million times, so I picked up the Date Night collection. This has Steel Magnolias, My Best Friend's Wedding, Places in the Heart, and finally Murphy's Romance with a very, very young Corey Haim. This was the last DVD or movie I've needed for a very long time, with Corey Haim in it. The other movies I probably won't watch, though Places in the Heart looks like it has a pretty good cast. It has Danny Glover and John Malkovich, so maybe I'll check that out. But this was $4 on eBay. Pick that up. I also found this at the local used record CD DVD store. It's in brand new condition, but it wasn't brand new, and that is Witch Academy. This looks like a porno. It is not a porno. It has Priscilla Barnes from Three's Company and The Backlot Murders, and Robert Vaughn from movies I cannot think of right now. This is a movie about these witches, I think, that live in the house, and the devil is trying to like kind of use the new sorority sister to do some wacky shit. There's lots of boobs, and yeah, it's a silly little movie made by Fred Olin Ray, who you may have heard of. Him and Jim Wynorski, I think it is Jim Wynorski, are kind of like the B movie kings of the era. So I saw this. It's actually worth like $30 or $40, but I figured I'd keep it because I did enjoy it, and I like these silly B movies. Speaking of Fred Olin Ray, I found on eBay Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, which has Gunnar Hansen from Texas Chainsaw Massacre in it, and it's about these women that go around. I saw this a while ago. I want to say it's women that are like possessed by this weird cult leader, and they're going around killing people, but they're hookers, I think. And there's a detective trying to figure out what's going on. I want to say that's the gist of it. This is the special signed edition. It's in good shape. It has a couple small marks, but nothing crazy. And it's also, as I said, the special signed edition, so it's signed by Fred Olin Ray. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty cool. A real signature, and I think they only made a certain amount of these, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, picked this up. This was on eBay. I also picked up Frank Henenlotter's Frankenhooker. He had also done movies, I believe, like Basket Case, Brain Damage, and this one, Frankenhooker. This is a really fun film. It says on the cover, if you only see one movie this year, it should be Frankenhooker, and that was a quote from Bill Murray. This is a movie about this guy whose girlfriend dies in an accident with a lawnmower, and he decides to go out and kill hookers with super crack. I'm not making this up. And then use their best body parts to remake his girlfriend as like a Frankenstein monster. It's a really fun little movie. I liked it. Picked it up on Blu-ray. It was I think it was $14 on Amazon. I had a credit or whatever, so free for me. I also picked up, and this one's really grown on me. I've rewatched this now, and I really enjoy it. I do want to rewatch Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. I haven't seen the Blu-ray yet. I've just seen it, a download of it a long time ago, or it might have even been on Amazon Prime. But this one's really grown on me. This is 976 Evil. This was directed by Robert Englund from Nightmare on Elm Street fame. He plays Freddy Krueger in most of those films. This has Stephen Jeffries, who was in something like, not something like, he was in Fright Night. He was in New Terminal Hotel with Corey Haim, and he also was in a lot of gay porn. And it's him as a youth. You've probably will recognize him from stuff like this, or from, as I said, Fright Night. And there's this movie's really dated, which is very funny. I have a little review coming out on this, or it may be out already, honestly, by the time you see this. Um, this is a movie where there's this horror scope line, where you call up and the devil starts to like change you and make you do evil stuff, and he starts to change and become really crazy. This is a really fun throwback movie from the 80s. I think it was 1988, that I'd never seen, but I've always seen on the shelves, and I'm really glad to pick this up. I really enjoyed this one. And finally, from Dark Force Entertainment, and I'm going to do a review about this in the future. From Dark Force, this one doesn't have anything to do with Code Red. Usually they work with Code Red, but not in this case. It is Freeway 2: Confessions of a Trick Baby. So this is the sequel, I guess loose sequel to the movie Freeway with, I think it's Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland, that I saw a very long time ago. Didn't do much for me, but it was okay, kind of weird. It was a modern take on, I think it was Little Red Riding Hood, and Kiefer Sutherland like kidnaps and rapes Reese Witherspoon, and she gets his revenge, or excuse me, her revenge on him. This is like a loose rendition of Hansel and Gretel, where Natasha Lyonne, who in a very trashy way, I don't know why, I have a crush on. I'm not sure why. I think she's sort of trashy looking, but for her it kind of works. I don't normally go for women like that, but with her I do. Um, that being said, she breaks out of a juvenile detention center with her lesbian lover, and they go on this crazy rampage and like rob people's houses and kill them. I have yet to rewatch this. As I said, I will do a review on it when I do rewatch it. I haven't watched it in a while. And it also has Vincent Gallo in a very, very strange role as I want to say he's like a transsexual nun, but I haven't watched this in a bit. It's a really weird movie, crazy ride, and it's by Dark Force Entertainment. They re-released this, so I really look forward to rewatching Freeway 2: Confessions of a Trick Baby. So yeah, guys, those are the Blu-rays and DVDs that I picked up recently. Um, Let me know if you've seen any of them, what you think of them, and yeah, a lot of weird stuff in here. Frankenhooker, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, Witch Academy, and Freeway 2. It's going to be some strange viewing time. So thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.